What's going on, guys? It's Lavish, and we're back at it with the 2007 Ford Mustang 4.0 V6. Today we're going to be changing the front wheel bearing and hub. I'm going to show you the part number here. So here's the part number 513221. First things first, we're going to go ahead and jack the car up, put it on a stand for the front, and we're going to go ahead and get that wheel off. Don't have a flashlight. Alright, so let me show you guys what I got going on here. We have the jack stand on the rocker here. We also have the jack on the rocker, so we have a little bit of extra support. You know, if one fails, we have the other. Now let's go ahead and get this wheel off. So I'm going to go ahead and use my impact wrench gun with this 21mm socket. We're going to go ahead and throw that on there and get those tires off. All right, now that we got the wheel off, we're going to go ahead and get this caliper off by removing the bolts in the back here. So once you go ahead and you take those bolts right here out, you can go ahead and remove the caliper. I just put it to the side like this. I put the bolts back in its place so I know where they are. So I got our 15mm socket here that goes right on that back bolt. There's two of them, one here, one on the opposite side. Go ahead and hit this. I got the hammer. And there we go. Once you break that, you can obviously hand crank it. Sometimes with the amount of rust, you just gotta hit it with a hammer. One good little swing like that, it's broken. Just put them back in there for now, and then we can go ahead and remove this rotor. You see it's already broken loose, which is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on there pretty tight, more or less, where you have to hit it off, but no, this one is loose. So we went ahead and we got the cap that was on here off. I actually just broke it. Realistically, you do not want to do that. There's a special tool that you can use to actually go around. It'll go around on each side right here. You can hit one side in and you can then pull it out. I didn't have that tool. I used the crowbar, just got this out. Probably going to do the exact same on the other side, just buy two new ones. I have somebody on the way now. So your next step is to get this off, which we just took off now. I'll put it back on just to show you that that is where it was. Use this 36mm. You can get it off. I used the impact gun to get it, to break it, and then I just used ratchet to get that off. Now we have that off. This should just slip on off now if we grab that. There we go. So this is your old wheel bearing and hub assembly. You can definitely see how absolutely tarnished this was. So we're gonna go ahead and put that brand new one on. So before we go ahead and just put the new hub on, we're gonna go ahead and just clean this off. Get all this off. Make sure that there's no scores, no burrs anywhere. Make sure it's all good. Looks good to me. Here's the hub. Alright, so I just gave it a little tap right here. Now it's on there, as you can see. It's a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and put this nut in here now, and we're gonna go ahead and bottom that shit out with the impact gun. And then we're gonna go ahead and torque it to spec, which is 251 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this gasket maker onto the rim here before we put that back on. So here it is with the gasket maker on there. Let's go ahead and put that on. Put some like copper anti-seize or copper never seize on there, but I just don't have that, and obviously the car is immobile right now. I can't really drive the car, so I can't really go buy some. But we did go ahead and get these dropped off, these OEM Ford hubcaps so that when we put these back on, it's all perfect. Should be good. Now let's go ahead and put the rotor back on. So I went ahead and just put a lug nut on there with the rotor on there so that it holds it in place somewhat so that we can put the rest of the things back on. All right, so we went ahead and got the brake pad bracket on. We're just going. So these bolts back here, the ones that we just put in with the 15 millimeter, we want to torque them to 85 foot-pounds. All right, so now that those are spec'd, we can go ahead and we can actually probably remove this. We don't really need that. It's in there. Loosen it a little bit. Let's go ahead and put the caliper back on. All right, so we're gonna torque these last two nuts right here, or bolts. I'm gonna put them to 25 foot-pounds. Go ahead and throw our wheel on. We can stop it right there. So right now we have the friction on the ground touching it, so we can actually torque these to spec. If I can find the torque wrench. Torqued, 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 and last one. Torqued. All right. And you can see, I'm not even going to remove anything. I want to show you guys how bad these wheel bearings were. Look at this. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and take these lug nuts off and then take the tire off. Very small space on this side. But there we go. I'm gonna start by taking off the nuts, 12 millimeter, and then down to the second layer, which is the 15. So let's go ahead and take those nuts out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this 15 millimeter bolt at the top and bottom. Go ahead and put it here. All right, so I went ahead, removed everything, removed the caliper, removed the bracket, removed the brake pads. Went ahead, removed the axle nut, the actual socket, wherever the nut went. There it is, the nut. We cleaned this down. Doesn't look like we have any scores or anything like that. Should be good. Everything's looking nice. And now we just go ahead and put this brand new one on. All right, so we got everything back on and torqued to spec. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead, get that tire, throw it back on, and then torque that to spec. All right, so it's actually the next day. I just wanted to do a quick little video and show that the new wheel bearings are doing great. You can just feel how smooth the ride is compared to how it used to be. Driving the manual right now. So kind of having a shift